If you had one story that you would tell a child or pass on, what would that be? Storytelling is at the heart of the project. It's a safe way to deliver knowledge and love. When somebody's telling us a story, we don't put ourselves under pressure and we just hear what's being said. So for children, and for all of us ultimately, storytelling is a beautiful way to share wisdom. So many amazing people are coming forward from so many different walks of life. It's just great to have children have access to different cultural traditions, and that helps to foster tolerance and understanding. There's a huge gap between young and old these days, and almost a fear of age rather than a reverence for it. A lot of stories are being lost. So this is also a way to capture beautiful wisdom and make sure that it stays within our consciousness. An Indigenous grandfather would be shoulder to shoulder of equal value with an actor or a rock star who tends in our society now to be given more sway. The stories all vary in content and length, so some are just 5 minutes long and some are over an hour and done in chapters, some that are for the very young children, some that are for teens and young adults. Some people will tell a true story from their life. Others will tell maybe an ancient tribal story that's thousands and thousands of years old. The project will be available on the internet, but we're also planning to put out street cinema and project the stories in urban spaces. If I could give one thing as a gift to a child, or all the children in this world, it would be 1,000 grandparents, silly grandparents, creative, inspiring grandparents, scientific and practical grandparents, and philosophers and different spiritual flavours, and they could just be nurtured in this tenderness and safety and intimacy. And I think that's one of the beauties of the project. They're all going to resonate with a different energy. My most precious memories from my childhood are the moments spent with my grandparents. There was a time where I felt really safe and wrapped in love. And what surprises me is how many people haven't had that experience. And it's nothing to do with wealth or poverty. It's a sort of poverty consciousness that is pervading our society now. We have good organisations that feed children who have nothing and put roofs over their heads. And I heard someone say, we can feed them and we can clothe them and we can keep them safe, but we can't help them sleep at night. This charity isn't about dealing with a physical crisis. It's a charity that does fulfill a great need in terms of spiritual and emotional nurturing and opening doorways for unity across the planet. So we're looking for beautiful storytellers and wisdom keepers and wonderful grandparents who would like to give the gift of consciousness and love. For those that resonate with the project but don't feel inclined to be in front of a camera, perhaps you could help us financially. A significant way in which people can help with the project is to become a member of the Delight Makers Foundation, and all the membership fees will be used to help produce this project and future projects. It's not a donation for a child for a short period of time. The money spent on this project will reach out and grow and grow and grow. Millions of children will be reached. If there was one thing that you could do to make a difference, what would you give to this project?